Hello Dragon Ballers, it's Dokkan Tero, and today we are going to do some damage calculation. Now, I've already done this video, but I feel like I can make a more concise, maybe a less boring, just more straightforward and more to the point version of this video. Now, first of all, I want to congratulate Squiddy Tennis Balls for winning the LR Trunks account. That was a lot of really confusing stuff. I've taken all the videos down that involve that just to keep the flame wars from happening, because there was a lot of drama going on there and I don't like that crap, so I just got rid of those videos. They're down now, but that's who won the account, in case you're wondering. So that thing's done. That was a real pain. I made a lot of mistakes on that one. If we ever do a giveaway again, I learned a lot, so hopefully it doesn't go bad again. But anyway, let's say you have this rotation. You've got LR Vegeta Blue, and then Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku, who is Super Saiyan 4 Goku's best link partner. So I want to know how much damage Super Saiyan 4 Goku is going to do. Now, I've got him at Rainbow Star for these damage calculations. So the way it works is you start off with their base attack. At Rainbow Star, this is Goku's base attack. And this is how I find out, this is how I do my team building guides, and how I find out who's the best for each team and all that kind of stuff. The first thing that is added to this is the leader skill. For this, we're going to say we're on a Super STR team with a double Super Saiyan 4 Goku lead. Each one gives 120% boost, so that's factored in. It's plus 240%, not 240% of this attack value. So it's really this attack value plus 240% of this attack value, and you end up with this. Now, the next thing that's factored in are unconditional passives. What that means is any passive that just says, like Goku's, attack plus 150%. Unconditional, it happens here. Also, Super Saiyan 3 Goku has a support passive, all allies 33% attack. Also, sometimes it says at the start of the turn. If it says when the unit is super attacking or when the unit has a certain amount of ki, that is not factored in until those conditions are met. So this is only unconditional passive. So once again, if it says attack plus 150% while performing a super attack, that is not factored in here. It's only for the unconditional passives. So we've got the 150% boost from Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, that is, and then the 33% boost to all allies coming from Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku, and that's a total of 183% boost. It's a plus 183% boost. So you take this number that you have right now, and you take 188 or 183% of it and add it to that number, and you end up with this. This is now Goku's new attack stat. This is probably what you're going to see like for his bar, like under the unit. I can't reach over there, but that's the number you'll see when you set this rotation up as such. Actually, no, it's not. I lied. The next thing that is factored in are link skills. Now, for links, by the way, for all of these things, anything that's multiplication is done first, and then anything that's addition is done afterwards. So if you have a 33% support passive, and then you have a plus 7,000 like Super Gogeta has attack boost, the 33% passive will be factored in, and then the 7,000 flat attack stat will be added in. But we don't have any of that going on right now, so we're not going to worry about that right now. But just remember, in general, multiplication happens first, and then flat additional passives are added in afterwards. That's usually why they're kind of bad. So next, we factor in link skills. Now, only link skills that say just plus 15%, plus 10% to attack, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. If it's something like plus this much when there's a super attack, then that is factored in during the super attack calculations, okay? So, Goku has a total of a 50% attack boost from his Super Saiyan link, which is a 10%, his Fierce Battle link with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which is a 15% link, and his Saiyan Roar link with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which is a 25% link. So that's a total of 50%. It's plus 50%. So it's not 50% of this number. It's this number plus 50% of it, basically times 1.5. And you end up with this. And after this, let's say Goku collects all 12 Ki that he needs. Right now, he's looking at 10 Ki to start, so he only needs 2 orbs. He's probably going to super attack. So Goku's, at this point, the Ki multiplier is factored in. This is a hidden stat that is unique to every character, although a lot of them kind of have the same one. But regardless, you can find this by going, there's a link in the description below. I'll tell you the site. You can go to the Dokkan wiki. You can go to dbz.space. Both of these pages will tell you what the 12 Ki multiplier is for any unit, what the 18 Ki, 20 Ki, blah, 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 is for any LR and all that kind of stuff. You can find their individual Ki multiplier. For Goku, it's 150%. Now, this is not plus 150%. This is just times 150%, all right? So it's just a 1.5 times. It's basically the same thing as what we just did, because it's not plus 150%. It's times 150%. So times 1.5. And you end up with this. Now, Goku does immense damage. There's tables you can search on the Dokkan Battle wiki. You can also go to DBZ space and find each individual character's SA level modifier. We're gonna say this Goku's at Super Attack 10 because he's Rainbow starred, so he kind of has to be at Super Attack 10. And he does immense damage, which is usually 505% of your total value. It's not plus 505%. It's just 505%. So basically times 5.05. And that leaves you with this. Now, before this is factored in, if Goku's super attack said 150% when super attacking, that would be factored in between the Ki multiplier and the SA level modifier. But we don't have to worry about that for this particular one, so we're not going to worry about that. But if that were the case, that would be factored in before the SA level modifier. Also, in addition, at this time, if they have anything in their super attack that says raises attack by, let's say, 20%, that 20% would be added to 505, making it 525. But Goku doesn't have that, so we're not going to worry about that for right now. Now, if he had a chance for an additional attack or anything like that, that kind of stuff would be factored in later on, but he doesn't have anything like that. So next thing that's factored in is type advantage. We're going to say that we're going up against another super STR unit. Just flat damage, just to make it really, really easy. The Dokkan Battle Wikia also has a little table. We all knew that was going to happen at some point. It's got a little table somewhere in there. If I don't have the exact link, you can find it on there. Just search. Just search as your friend on the Dokkan Wikia, and it'll tell you how much damage each type does to each type. But we're going to say that it's neutral damage just to keep things simple. That's when type advantage is factored in. Since it's neutral, that will do nothing in this case, and we'll still be at this number. Now, after this, this type advantage multiplier can be changed depending on your critical hit level. So if your critical hit level is 20, like this Goku's is, that's a 40% chance to change that 1 into a 1.9. So with that being said, oh, also, combo attack level is 6, and super attack damage boost from the Dupe system, you know, the super attack damage thing from the Dupe system, you know what I'm talking about, the one with the big Ki blast. His is 15. That gives him an extra 75% on top of his 505. I forgot to mention that, but that's what that does in the Dupe system. It adds that to his 505% SA level modifier. So it'll add an extra 75%, effectively making it 580%. I forgot to add that because I have dupe system stuff down here. But anyway, so that was already factored in. We already did that. The combo attack level is 6. So basically that's a 12% chance to go through these rolls again, but it is a 50% chance that it'll do a regular attack, and then a 50% chance that it will do his lowest key super attack. If this were a Gotenks unit, he would be using his 9 key super attack. If this were an LR, they'd be using their 12 key super attack. So it's 50-50. It could be the regular attack that's not a super attack, and it could be a super attack that's their lowest key. Goku only has 1 super attack, so that's all we have to worry about for that. So factoring in the 40% chance for a crit and the 12% chance for an additional attack that has a 50% chance to be a regular attack and a 50% chance to be a super attack that both have a 40% chance to crit still. My final projected average damage that this Goku will do when on this setup is this. And that's how I do damage calculations. Now, there's a lot more to it. We can get way into depth when it comes to units that counter, when it comes to units that raise their super attack level or raise their super attack damage every turn, when it comes to units that raise their attack when they get hit, all kinds of things like that. We can get into more complicated stuff. Let me know if you're interested in that in the poll right up there, and we'll go into further detail about that in the future. So just to recap, you start with your base attack, and then you factor in leader skills, then you factor in passives that start at the beginning of the turn, then you add in links, and then you add in the Ki Multiplier, and then conditional passives that have to activate after a certain condition is met, i.e. when unit is super attacking, when unit is above a certain amount of ki, blah, blah, blah. And then you add in the super attack level modifier, immense, supreme, all of that kind of stuff. Then you add in any sort of super attack mechanic that's involved in there. Oh, and yes, with the super attack level modifier, you go ahead and figure out how much you're getting from the dupe system that's added to that. What is it? It's plus 5%. I had to get out my calculator. I feel dumb. It's plus 5% for every 1 level in the dupe system. So 505 plus 5 times whatever the level is in the dupe system. And then their SA mechanic, however many stacks they have, blah blah blah. And then you factor in like how much the counters will do if you get countered, a super attack counter if your unit does that. And then you factor in your critical hit chance and your additional attack chance, and then you end up with your final calculation. Let me know if you want me to cover some other more difficult units like Tech Super Vegito, LR Trunks, things like that. Units that are a little bit trickier that have a little more nuanced stuff to them. But anyway, that's going to do it for me for this one. I hope you found this helpful, and I will be linking this to all of my team building guides as a reference for all of you guys if you want to maybe try this out for yourself. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.